Hi everyone, so I thought I'd do a bit of a different video today. Like normally I'm always posting up just workout videos and haven't really done any speaking type videos. So I just thought this would really fit in well with like the start of a new week and just to go over some points about how to stay on track. So I've written down some notes on my whiteboard. So I'm just going to go through them. So basically, obviously, staying on track is not always easy, trust me. I have those days where I just think, oh, I can't be bothered, I'm tired. But you know what? I feel that if I write down what I want to plan, like how I want to stay on track, and I plan my week ahead, I feel that I stick to that better than obviously not having a plan. I am quite OCD with being organised, and I always like to have a plan because I just know that I will, stay, as I said, stay on track and I will stay focused. And that is my main aim, especially with fitness being my career. I have to be there to motivate people and to encourage everyone. So yeah, I thought I'd share just a few ideas of what I do. So what I've done is I've just written down some notes on this whiteboard and I will just talk through them. So basically, staying on track, there are so many different tips I'm sure that you've heard about of how to stay on track, but I'm gonna talk about what I feel works best for me. Now, I'm not saying that these are the ones that everybody should go by, but I do feel, as I said, personally for me, this is what helps. So, obviously, I've put the first point as never give up. Now, I'm sure we've all heard that before, and there's times where we thought, we just want to give up. Things are not working, we don't have the motivation, something comes up, there's blocks, there's barriers, but we have to just always keep saying to ourselves, never give up. We know as humans, we are stronger than sometimes than what we think. We can get through things, no matter what's thrown at us. There is always a way, there's always a solution, and we can do it. If we just have that positive mindset that we can do it and we will do it, then it will definitely make a massive difference. It goes a long way with positivity, and like I said, we don't always have it. I'm not always positive, but we have to always look at the positives out of situations and don't solely focus on the negatives, because then we're just not going to get anywhere, are we? We're just going to give up, and we don't want to give up. No way. So also planning your week ahead. Now I feel, as I said, like if I write down a plan of what I want to do for the week ahead, what I want to achieve, and then each day I go back to it, I refer back to what I've written, and I just tick it off along the way, and that gives me the satisfaction that I can do it, I know I can do it, and I stick to what I want to do, because then I feel guilty if I've not done it, and I think, so yeah, planning week ahead, and that's in all areas of life, with fitness, with goals, work, just anything. We always have a sort of plan, and yes, plans don't always go, how they should, but if you have some sort of plan written down, it does help you to stay focused and work towards something, and that gives you that motivation and that drive that yes, I can do it. Also, I am a big believer in writing down your short, your medium and your long-term goals. Now obviously in fitness, for those of you who are aware of these are something that I would ask my clients to do right at the start, if they're starting any fitness program, of what they want to achieve in the short term, the medium term and the long term. Now these goals have to be realistic. You don't want to be going way out of the box, so keep them concise, realistic, and then you obviously will stick to them. So obviously setting a time frame for these goals. So I would say for short-term goals, anything up to 4 weeks, what you'd want to achieve, and then medium-term goals would be from 4 maybe to 8 weeks, and then long-term goals, I would say 8 weeks onwards, depending again what it is you want to achieve. So that's just like an example of how you would split those goals. Also, progress pictures or videos, even like pictures and videos don't lie. What you see is what you get, as long as you're not editing them. Like me, this is raw footage. I've just finished a workout, I'm sweaty, but you know what? I wanted to show the real me. So yeah, if you take progress pictures and videos, they will make a massive difference. Don't fixate on the scales, because you could be working out, you could be eating really well, and you get on the scales and you don't see that weight dropping, and then that deflates you. I've been there and I'm thinking, why have I not dropped weight? But then looking back at pictures, even taking measurements with tape measure, those are going to be more beneficial to you than a pair of scales. okay? I don't want anyone to feel they have to be fixated with scales. Like I said, I have been there in the past where I was so fixated with them, and it doesn't, you know, it makes you feel more stressed, it makes you feel more deflated if you're not seeing the results. So I do think, you know, like the old-fashioned way, so pictures, take measurements, those are the better ways to get a clearer picture. Also, stick to a plan that works for you. Don't be looking at somebody else's plan and think, oh, well, if they can do that and they look like that, then I'm going to. No. We have this this preconception that, oh my gosh, okay, so if I'm doing the same exercises or the same thing as this person, I'm going to achieve exactly the same results. Again, that's not the case. Everybody's body is different, we have different metabolisms, we have different fitness levels, you know, we have different ability levels. We have to just focus on something that works for us. So yeah, and that in turn as well will be more beneficial, because if you're sticking to a plan that somebody else is doing and you're not achieving what they are, again, you're going to feel deflated, you're not going to have that motivation, and then we're going back to this same point about giving up. So only do a plan that works for you. And hence again, individualized plans. No client of mine is the same as each other. So again, that is what I would stress on, 100%, to do something for you. And then that links in as well. Do not compare yourself with others, because again, you're just going to get yourself beaten up. You're gonna, you're gonna beat yourself up, you're gonna feel stressed. It's just not worth it. You need to enjoy this process, and you're doing it for you, nobody else. Obviously as well, in terms of diet, now treats are not the enemy. You don't have to deprive yourself or totally cut out carbs or totally cut out sugars. Yes, you need to eat stuff in moderation. I will never give up my treats. I love my chocolate, I love my sweets, and I know if I deprive myself of those, I'm just going to be miserable, and then I'm going to end up binging, and then I'm going to feel guilty. So again, everything in moderation. Everything can be incorporated into your diet, your fitness routine, or whatever areas of life that you maybe want to deprive yourself of. Don't. It's just not worth it. Life is for living, life is for enjoying. Life is too short to be, totally depriving yourself of stuff that you enjoy. So yeah, these are like some of the points, as I said, of how you could stay on track. There are so many others, I didn't want to write a whole list, but yeah, if you just maybe think of doing something like this each week to help yourself, to push yourself through, especially obviously during these times. My gyms are still not open where I live in Bahrain, so I have been doing home workouts, and I've just adapted to that, and I feel the most fittest and best in shape doing workouts at home and being more relaxed about, not depriving myself and, trying to stay on track and making a positive out of, an unfortunate situation. And I definitely think it's helped. So hopefully this has helped you. And yeah, like I said, I just wanted to do a bit of a different video today, so you can actually see me, hear me speak, see me in this sweaty mess. But yeah, as I said, just always try and stay positive. Try not to give up, and you will get there. Remember, you can do it, and you will do it.